Welcome to GOliveTV, the future in your hands. The only multicultural IPTV station that brings communities together. Over 2.7 million people have already watched. GOliveTV, anytime, anywhere.
رسد با وی بینم جواب این سوال از وی گیرم فلک و ای فلک نمای دل در پیکر تو داری تعادل بر کائناتی تو آگاه از دل در هر زمانی که بس مهربانی مهربانی بس مهربانی اگر روزی رسد با وی بینم جواب این سوال از وی گیرم فلک و ای فلک نمای دل در پیکر تو داری تعادل بر کائناتی تو آگاه از دل در هر زمانی که بس مهربانی مهربانی بس مهربانی چرا این ظلم زمان را چرا این جور و جفا را چرا این صفحه تاریک تاریخ از میان تو بر نداری یکی چوبی خیاز خیر و شر دیگه با آزمون ها در بدر یکی با هر شکست در هم ریخت یکی با هر رقم خون و عشق ریخت اگر روزی رسد با وی بینم جواب این سوال از وی گیرم فلک و ای فلک نمای دل در پیکر تو داری تعادل بر کائناتی تو آگاه از دل در هر زمانی که بس مهربانی مهربانی بس مهربانی اینجا از خلیفه که ساده بشکنه دل را چو شیشه که بس تو مهربانی 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 گاه دل میکشد از میان سینه گاه آتش کشد زیرش کوکینه که بس تو مهربانی 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 چرا این خلیفه بدروال است چرا بد قول و بیقرار است که بس تو مهربانی 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 چرا از عشق و منطق جدا هست؟ چرا با خودمش در جدال است؟ که بس مهربانی مهربانی بس مهربانی. مگر آقا نهیز حال زشتش و یا که خود نریخته ای سرشتش؟ چرا در اوج افراط و تفریطش گذاری او را با افکار زشتش؟ مگر آقا نهیز حال زشتش و یا که خود نریخته ای سرشتش؟ چرا در اوج افراط و تفریطش گذاری او را با افکار زشتش؟ اگر روزی رسد با وی بینم جواب این سوال از وی گیرم، فلک و ای فلک نمای دل در پیکر تو داری، تهادل بر کائناتی تو آگاه از دل در هر زمانی که بس مهربانی مهربانی بس مهربانی.
I'm Fernando Martins from Camille.ca. I'm here to wish you, to your family and friends, happy holidays, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Hello everyone, I encourage you to purchase an apartment with Camille.ca Prodigy Holiday. Your family is safe with your invested capital, enjoying peace on the wonderful beach of Armação de Pera, Algarve. Health in the magnificent Algarve climate, your tranquility and security is in the quality of our services. We have properties for apartments available at record low prices. For more information, please call Fernando Martins at 416-258-8104 or visit our website at www.camille.ca.
دوستان گرامی سلام، خوش آمدید به یکی دیگر از برنامه‌های هاوس ادوایزرز. هاوس ادوایزرز برنامه است که هر روز یک شنبه بعد از ظهر از تورنتوی کانادا به ساعت 2 نشر میشه به شکل لایف و زنده از شبکه گو لایف تیوی. شما میتونید برنامه را از طریق گو لایف تیوی اپ، از طریق تمام شبکه‌های اجتماعی هاوس ادوایزرز و همچنین از تمام شبکه‌های اجتماعی گو لایف تیوی به شکل مستقیم و زنده تماشا کنید. خوشحال هستیم که شما را باز با خود داریم و این هفته باز یک برنامه بسیار جاندار و خوب براتون آماده کردیم که در این معلومات بسیار مهم و اساسی در قسمت عرصه‌های بسیار مهم اقتصادی براتون پیشکش خواهم کرد و امیدوار هستیم که تا آخر برنامه همراه ما باشین. چارچوب این برنامه قسم است که یک برنامه انتفاعی به شکل تفریحی و همچنان معلوماتی می باشه که در اولش قسمی که ما وعده کرده بودم همیشه یک آهنگ برای شما نشر میکنیم و بعد از او برنامه رو به معرفی میگیریم و بعضی روزا مهمانایی می داشته باشیم که با معلومات بسیار ارزنده خدمت شما حاضر میشن و شما میتونید از تجارب و معلومات از اونها استفاده کنین. شما چه قسم میتونید همراه ما در تماس باشین از طریق هاوس ادوایزرز. آدرس اول www.houseadvisors.ca آدرس اینترنتی ما می باشه. دوم شما میتونید از تمام گزینه‌های اجتماعی مثل یوتیوب، فیسبوک، اینستاگرام با ما همراه باشین. تشکری میکنیم از همراهی شما در طی هفته‌ای که گذشت و ما مدیون از این هستیم که شما معلومات بسیار خوب بر ما به شکل انعکاس میفرستین و او بر ما قوت دل میشه تا ما برنامه را به شکل بهتر، خوبتر و با محتوای عالی‌تر برای شما پیشکش کنیم. برنامه زنده می باشد. در واسط برنامه اگر کدام مشکلی ایجاد میشه ما رو با بزرگواریتان ببخشین. امیدوار هستیم لحظاتی که با ما هستین براتون خوش بگذره. همچنان معلوماتی که حاصل میکنین به درد بخور برای شما باشه. هاوس ادوایزر یک مجموعه اجتماعی آنلاین می باشه که در تمام اشخاصی که مصروف در کار و بار مسائل اقتصادی از جمله خرید و فروش املاک، اخذ مورگیج و مسائل قرضه، معلومات کلیه یعنی در چارچوب یک خانه، هم از رنویشن و هم از نوسازی و از تمام ازیا در این برنامه ما معلومات بر شما ارائه میکنیم تا که باشه این معلومات به کارتون بیاید و به درد بخور باشه. معلوماتی که ما میاریم تمام معلومات از منبع‌های بسیار معتبر، یعنی معلومات سکند هند و ترد هند نیست، معلومات بسیار زنده و خوب اساسی می باشه. این برنامه در دو لسان پخش میشه قراره گفتیم، چون که ما آدینس یا شنوندای هم فارسی داریم و هم انگلیسی. از این لحاظ اگر ما سویچ میکنیم انگلیسی به فارسی شما تشویش نکنین، مشکل تکنیکی نیست، مشکل است که باید ما همراهش در دو لسان صحبت کنیم تا همه گیره با خود داشته باشیم. My good friends, welcome back to yet another House Advisor show. Today we're excited to bring you a really powerful show. In this show we're going to present information that probably may change your life in terms of how you look at home ownership and how you look at real estate as a whole. House Advisors is a program that is broadcast live from GOliveTV every Sunday. The way you can watch this show is through Facebook, YouTube, and also GOliveTV app. GOliveTV app is an app that you can download on your smartphone, and while you're there, you can have a platitude of programming that you can watch for free. All you gotta do is just go to your smartphone App Store and download the GOliveTV app. 2.7 million people have already downloaded this app. It's a very versatile. It's the future that's here. So engage with us in that platform, and while you're there, you can tune into our program. You can also reach us through our website, www.houseadvisor.ca, and all the social links, which I think at the bottom of the screen you can see them all. Today we're going to be bringing to you a very special guest, a person that will share with you a wealth of information and knowledge that is going to impact your view, your overall picture about what it means to build a home. I mean, we all look around, we see everything real estate, but what it takes really to build a quality home. We will be having our guest shortly to join us, but before we do that, we would like to introduce you to our guest through a small video that we're going to play for you right now, and then we're going to bring our guest to introduce, and we'll spend some time with you over on this show. Thank you so much. So we're going to go to that first video from Mayfair Homes. Welcome back to House Advisors, a place for the information from experts. Today we have with us a very special guest who's doing enormously well in the field of home development, and he's going to depart with us a wealth of information about home building and construction, and we're going to have a really great time engaging with him and asking with him some really a broad area of questions that you might want to stay tuned for, because this information you cannot really find in the books, because as I previously mentioned, we can Google something on Google and that is fine, there's no problem with that. But what is the problem always is that you have lots of information but no contextual experience in there, right? So today we're going to bring you both the information with experiential context. I mean, somebody who has done this job many, many times over, and their company is steadfast in delivering quality home development from ground up, from A to Z. So we are very pleased to introduce to you Zafar Rana from Mayfair Homes. Zafar, welcome.
Thank you very much.
It's a great pleasure to have you, and thank you for accepting our invitation.
No problem.
Our job and our strive is to bring experts such as yourself to make the show informative and quality-wise really high for our viewers, so that they can get some good information. So we welcome you and thank you so much. We're going to start with this simple question. Give us a bit of background about yourself and what's your story?
Yeah. So for me, actually, there's a very slight difference between the success and the give up. So I will always work with my clients, and I will try to give them the impression that I'm always there. And that's the key thing in my life, or you can say in my business, that the people trust on me.
We want to start with Zafar. We want to know more about Zafar.
Okay.
Before we go to the technical aspects, because
so
it's important.
So I have a background of construction management.
Okay.
And I did my construction management from Centennial, and also I did small business from the Rotman School of Management.
Right.
And then I joined a builder and got some experience from there about the construction. And then I started my own company.
Yeah.
And from last 10 years, I'm building the custom home, and now I'm also doing the land development.
So you do custom building and land development?
Yes.
That's amazing.
That's what I'm doing.
There's a small differentiation. I want to highlight that. Custom building versus the normal development that you get from the builders. If you can differentiate that for us, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, there's the two things actually. The actual construction, we say in the construction, I mean, it's a build. So, but the land development is the part of the design. Or you can say before starting the construction, anything, I mean, from the raw land to convert into the buildable land, that's the land development.
Okay, so that's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, that's a whole different ballgame, and it's a whole different, usually the developer develop the land and make the lots for the builder to build the homes there. And you always see that, I mean, in the subdivisions, in the high-rise, in the infill homes. So that's the difference between
That's a land development, so that you get the land prepared for the developer or builder to come and build the land. What are the 5 steps, if I could summarize them, that will constitute that development journey from when you acquire the land till it's ready to break the ground?
Yeah, so the first thing is that you have to check what the zoning is there.
Okay.
So, and usually we have the green belt here, you know that.
Yeah.
So, and usually we have the agriculture zoning.
Yeah.
So we check the zoning, check with the city and what's in the official plan that zoning is.
Yeah.
And then let's say if we have agriculture zoning and we want to make it into the residential zoning, so we put an application to the city it's called a zoning amendment application. So, and for that, we have to prepare a full package. That start from the survey, and there is the environmental report, the soil testings, and the technical, and then even the traffic impact study, and the noise studies. So these are the things we have to submit with the package to the city. And then the city change that land if it's possible to from the agriculture or any zoning, even from the industrial or commercial to the residential.
Okay.
So that's the first step. So, and then after, the next step is that the draft plan is also the part of that one.
Okay.
So then the main step will come, it's called the permit drawings.
Okay.
So for that, again, we have to work with the architect and the engineers, structural engineer, mechanical engineers, and make a package and submit again to the city.
Again?
And
Okay.
again, and get the actual building approval.
Okay.
So these are the two main things, but it's a time-consuming step.
Time-consuming. Okay.
So very time-consuming, and usually it's because the cities are always, they have a lot of departments behind there.
Yeah.
And so it's take approximately 18 months to 2 years to do that.
Okay, so a long run process
Yeah.
with lots of bureaucratic steps and also lots of technical steps and hurdles to go over and overcome before the land is ready for the shovel.
For
Correct?
the
I'm saying?
shovel,
Okay.
yeah.
And now so all of that, let's say if I have a land, you could do that for me. Let's say I've got like an infill land, or maybe infill basically means that there's homes already around. I'm putting one in between them that's an old bungalow or something. I want to take it down and build another one. So you could do that as well? You could walk me through all those steps with your company to achieve that objective?
Yeah, we do the both. Even the infill mean that where we have already the facilities, all the services are available.
Right.
And or you can say, you already have the home there, and you want to tear down and build a new home. So that we can do. And we can also build on the raw land.
On the raw land.
Yeah.
What is a raw land?
Raw land means that if you have any piece of land in any part of the
Province?
Or so you come to us and you tell us this is the land we have, and just check it out. We can build the one home or the two home or even the subdivision there.
Okay.
We can help you.
So that's a great asset to have. Yeah. My friends, if you have a team like that that's working with you, that's I cannot put a price on that because there's so much involved in terms of the bureaucratic hurdle you got to go through, all the permits, all the technical knowledge, and everything else that goes before we can actually start building. That is great to have, Steffer, and I'm excited to have you because folks watching at home, maybe they're interested in learning more, or maybe they're interested about starting a project and they're not sure where to begin. So thank you for that information. Now the next step is once you got the permit and all that, so then you start the building process. Now I'm assuming that you will subcontract it to somebody, or you will be overseeing the project yourself as a custom home builder?
Yeah, that's also, there are different ways to do that.
Okay.
So usually the most popular the building processes, you can say the delivery method, it's called the design build.
Okay.
So the design build, in that step, we design the project and then build it.
Okay.
But there is also other way to do that,
Okay.
like a construction management. Construction management mean that usually the client hire some consultant, like the architect, and ask them to watch my builder.
Okay.
Yeah, and make sure that everything is going right.
Okay.
And the builder build, and we work as a builder in that one.
Okay.
It's called the construction management.
Okay.
And there is one more, there are a couple more, but the most other popular is called the turnkey.
Turnkey.
So in the turnkey, we also do everything, but it's depending on the client.
Okay.
Who they want to do, and what's their how much he want to involve himself in the project. So these are the things usually we decide before to start the constructions. Yeah.
Which brings me to the next point, where basically in terms of, so when I start a project, obviously there's legality involved, there's technical aspect, there's the permit aspect, and there's also the financing aspect of it.
Yeah.
So let's say if somebody comes to you today and say, I have a piece of land that I like to develop, do they have to get the financing, and what is the steps or the pre-qualifying steps before you will accept their application as a client?
Yeah, we help our client in financing.
Yeah.
So we have a list of lenders and who are ready to give to finance in our project because they know us and they know that we will build. There's a less risk to work with us.
Okay.
So they help our clients. So so if any of the clients, because this is the major worry usually the client has, that from where the money will come.
Right.
So yeah, we help our clients to get.
So there basically you have a blueprint, a flow chart of step by step. What are the steps they have to take, and how to manage each step, be it the legality of it, the legal part of it, the financing part of it, the permit part of it, and then the construction part of it, and then managing the construction, and basically the design, which comes with the permit. And also, if I'm not mistaken, you guys will have a quality control. Am I right? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I will add something here too. Because you know that when we build the home,
Right.
There is a standard here.
Okay.
What we do, we follow the zoning bylaws
Okay.
and the interior building code
Okay.
and the engineering practices in the Ontario.
Okay.
So these are the three things we usually follow.
Right.
And there are two regulatory body working on with us, I mean, to make sure that everything is going good. So one is the city, because the city issue the permit,
Right.
and they have their periodical inspections.
Okay.
So they comes and see the sites and they get it, I mean, approved, and then they allow us to go to the next step.
Okay.
So yeah, this is a thing. And then there's a Tarion involved there, so
Okay.
which also has 3 inspections, I mean, in the constructions. So they come and see, I mean, if there's some deficiency or not according to their standard, they ask us to fix that thing. So we will do that.
Okay.
So, and one more thing.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So as far as you ask, I mean, about the risk and the standard, so the Ministry of Labor, we registered our sites with the Ministry of Labor, and they make sure that there is no illegal work is going on there.
Oh, that's awesome. Because that is basically making it any risk is minimized. Now, every project has a risk associated with it, and because I always think of a building as a living, breathing thing, and once you build it, right, it's going to have issues. So how can we minimize the risk? Do you have the warranties, and if you warranty, what ways do you warranty the homes you build? And if you can give us some information about that.
Yeah, client always asks this question from us, and the warranty, we are the registered builder.
Okay.
So we also the member of the Builder Association here in Toronto. And their risk is minimum to work with the registered builder because the Tarion warranty is behind there. And that's the 7-year warranty.
Okay.
And then we also have the liability insurance.
Okay.
So then if something has happened there, it's covered.
Okay.
And all of our trade, they also registered with the WSIB.
Okay.
So, and if there is some problem is there, I mean, somebody hurt himself or some incident happened,
covered.
so it's covered.
That is great, because I want to highlight the Tarion warranty, because most builders, they provide that Tarion warranty. And if you can explain or educate us about exactly what it covers, and why I should have a peace of mind when I'm working with a builder, such as yourself, and when I'm working with just a general contractor, what are the risks, if you can highlight, and how it can be mitigated with Tarion warranty?
Yeah, the Tarian warranty basically is the third-party warranty is working is to protect the client. So it's consists of the three different warranties. One is the 1-year warranty, which is which cover all the the part which you can see.
The skin of
like,
the home.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the 1-year warranty. And what's behind the walls, like the roughing, or you can say the plumbing, electrical, the HVAC. So these type of things, the Tarian cover up to the 2 years.
Up to 2 years, okay.
And also the roofing and the shingle, these things. And then there is a 7-year warranty, which is for the structural part of the house. That's cover the framing and the foaming, the basement walls and these.
The insulation?
Insulation is insulation is also covered for the 2 years.
2 years, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And how about so the roof is also the roof?
Roof is also covered.
Okay.
The trusses is covered for 7 years.
7 years, okay.
And but the shingle is covered for the 2 year. But the builder usually use the at least 25-year
25 years, okay.
guarantee.
For the, okay. So now when I'm thinking, as we are speaking, there are so many moving parts and pieces like a puzzle.
Yeah.
Right? That if a person is not knowledgeable, they're going to get lost in the shuffle, basically, in terms of where do I begin? So it's important to work with somebody that is registered, and that means something, because that means you're mitigating the risk, you're working with a professional network of contractors, and you're basically making the project on time and on budget.
Yeah.
In terms of project management or planning, if you can give us, let's say, an example of a project that, how long it takes, let's say from an infill land, how long it takes from the point. I know it's depending on many times on building permit, but on average, how long it takes if somebody's working with you from the inception to completion.
Okay. Yeah, very good question. So before to give you the answer of the question, let me tell you that the first step, the homeowner or the client, they have to hire the builder.
Okay.
So to involve right from the first day. If they will involve us from the first day, then their process is smooth, and the builder input is also there. So, and as I divide, the construction process in the 2 phases. So one is called the build phase, and then the design phase and the build phase.
Right.
So the design phase, basically it starts from the survey. So the first thing the client need is the survey. And then they have to involve with the help of a builder, the architect. So, and with the architect, some engineer part is also, has to be done. And then all those things has to submit to the city to get it approved. And in that, when you submit the package to the city, there is a two timelines there too. So one is smoothly, if you will get it passed. There's a 2 examiner, the city looked at drawings. One is the zoning examiner and other one is the code examiner. And if they will approve it, then you are ready for the build phase. So usually that phase take approximately 4 months.
4 months.
So, and then after the design phase. But in this one, a build phase, design phase, there is one more step. Sometimes the people want to build a bigger house.
Setbacks and all
setbacks and the height restrictions they want to exceed from the limit. So in that case, the committee of adjustment also you need to approve from the committee of adjustment. So in that case, you have to estimate approximately 6 to 9 months.
6 to 9 months. Okay.
So for all that design process. And then the actual construction will start. it's ready to shovel, to put shovel there. So that phase is approximately more or less 1 year.
1 year, okay.
Yeah. So some big custom home, It's also exceed from the 1 year. Some small homes, it's even we can finish in 9 months.
9 months,
So,
okay.
but I will say the safely 1 year is a good time.
Okay. So on average, you're probably looking at about 10 months of processing time with the city, and another maybe 1 year for construction. So about 2 years to budget for.
Yeah, it's a safely, I mean, not the 2 year, 2 years too much, but you can say the year and a half or approximately 18 to 21 months.
21 months, okay. My dear friends, we've got a great person here in terms of knowledge, information, and experience that is talking to us about how we can build a property from ground up, and different phases and different systems and different hurdles you have to overcome before you can actually get the key and move in. Sometimes we look at it and it's just like, okay, when is my closing day and when can I move in, right? But there's many things before that that's happening. So we're gonna have this interesting conversation after the break. Stay with us because we're gonna have some really, really tangible information that you could use in your construction project. And some of the questions that we be asking maybe are the questions that you already have in your mind, and we might be answering it after the break. Thank you.
This is our family.
This is our life.
And we are Leuna.
Sou o Fernando Martins, da GOliveTV, Prodigy Holidays, e eu tenho uma excelente opção de poupança para vocês poderem comparar os vossos investimentos. A praia de Armação de Pera fica a 300 metros dos apartamentos e, como tal, é uma baía extensa de areia amarela. E este é um dos acessos e vamos ver a água. Ora, vamos conhecer os apartamentos no Alto dos Navegantes. Com conforto para vocês, para toda a vossa família, para todos os vossos convidados, muito perto de tudo, a 300 metros da praia, com piscina para adultos, com piscina para crianças, com um parque de estacionamento, com todas as conveniências à volta. Invistam, não percam esta oportunidade. Estamos no centro da vila, onde não faltam restaurantes, bares, gelatarias, para termos o nosso gelado com toda a família e até com os nossos convidados. Estamos no calçadão, no centro da vila de Armação de Pera, onde até às 3 horas da manhã há sempre festa e darrija. Ao sábado e ao domingo poderá também visitar a igreja da Nossa Senhora dos Navegantes. Nas ruas de Armação de Pera há várias lojas onde poderá comprar as prendas para depois trazer e levar aos familiares. Contacte a GOliveTV para você saber e não perder esta grande promoção e esta grande vantagem que você tem neste investimento na sua propriedade, para a sua família, para o seu bem-estar, para a sua saúde, com a Camila e com o Fernando Martins.
Dear friends, welcome back to House Advisors, a program whereby we are providing a platform to connect all your businesses through our platform, www.houseadvisor.ca, and we're glad to have you back. And today we have with ourselves a very great and very talented and very experienced home builder. Mayfair Homes is where you want to go if you have any projects, and you can call them up and basically get all your ducks in a row before you start any project, and do not start a project unless and until you have spoken to them to make sure that you're taking the right first step. Because in building and construction, they say the foundation is everything. So everything is started with a foundation. Yeah. So if they have the right foundation, then the building is going to be strong. That is the old saying. I think it's holds true still, right? To have the right foundation.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the foundation is the base.
It's the base.
So, yeah, if you have the right foundation, then you can build the right home there.
So again, I want to use an analogy, which is like the foundation, and then you've got the blueprint. So not only for building, but also for going from A to Z in terms of your project management. You're in the right place, and you're in the right time to get the amazing in-depth information about the building process, which I think is a very fascinating concept. And we are glad to have you. Welcome you back. And I want to talk to you about the design process. Like, I mean, the inventory. Because when you look around right now, I see a little bit of change in the landscape in terms of how the homes are looking now. Can you please give us some information about the inventory, types of modern inventory that's available, and what is prevalent nowadays in the marketplace?
Yeah. So there are different type of houses, I mean, in the market. So most of the time, it's called the transactional homes.
Transactional homes, okay.
Yeah, so transactional home is more toward the traditionals,
Okay.
and what the market demand is. And the Ontario, or you can say the Toronto, is a little bit different from the rest of the North America, because there is a three main thing we usually consider in a home. One is the facade, and the facade is basically the exterior look of the house.
Right.
So, which is more important, and then the kitchen and the master bedroom.
Yeah.
So, but the facade give you the look what type of house it is. So usually, you can say 90% people they want the transactional home, or you can say the normal home, which is very simple. But some people they want different type of home, like a modern home, contemporary homes, and even the Victorian style home, or you can say some energy saving home, or have different type of designs. So, but the most of the people they concentrate about the transactional home, and which is more safe to protect your equity also.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is more in demand, or
More in demand.
More in demand. Thank you for that. Now, what is the difference between an inventory home you buy from a builder and a custom-built home?
Yeah. So when you buy from the builder, it's already have the specs.
Okay.
So it's we in our technical language we say it's a cookie cutter home.
Cookie cutter home.
Yeah. So they maximize the space in the minimum square footage. So this is the thing. But in the custom home, it's all about you. What is your wish list and what is your specification? So let's say, I will give you an example. I mean, if you are looking for the 10-foot ceiling on the ground floor, if you're looking for the 8 feet or 9 feet ceiling on the second floor, you want the open to above in in your foyer, and then you need the crown molding, you need the vent skirting, you need the best of the best hardware, your gourmet kitchen, and the luxury or the high-end washrooms. So these all things you can add in your home, and that's why it's called the custom home.
Okay.
So this is the main difference. Yeah.
Of course, there's going to be a price differential, but by what factor? Let's say if I go to a builder, they charge me like $150 for a pod light, for example, right? So how does that different pricing plays?
Right now, it's a very competitive market, so it's not a much difference if you will make the decision before start the home.
Okay.
But if you, let's say, if you're going to make a decision in between, I mean, you say, okay, I'm going to add the extra part like there, or I'm going to add
A vanity.
vanity there. I have to do this thing and that thing. That costs you more for because it's a, these things called the change order or the change directive. So. But if you have already decided before to start the home, so all those things will be covered in the, I mean, the price, and more or less, it's you can say that 20% more than the production home, the custom home is.
Right. So you mentioned that also that you do a project in Alliston, Ontario.
Yeah, that's over the land development project.
Can you explain to us about that? And
yeah,
because that seems to be really engaged, long process to it. First of all, I want to congratulate you on that. But
thank you very much.
But I'm interested to find out what exactly, how long it took, and if you can inform us about that.
Yeah, that project is in the design phase right now. Right now, we are building a approximately 250 homes there.
250 homes.
Yeah. So and also some of the commercial. Condo is also the part of that project. It's one medium rise is there. So it's we have a piece of land. It's like a 23 acre.
23 acre land.
Yeah, and which has the urban commercial zoning.
Urban commercial. Best of the both worlds. You've got both the urban and the commercial. Okay.
Yeah. So in that we can build a mixed use construction. I mean, residential plus the commercial.
Residential, okay.
So, and it's on their main highway, it's Highway 89. If you're going toward the Barrie side, and at the Highway 89, the Alliston is the very famous town. So, and we are at the design phase.
Okay.
So
which means what? Which means that you have passed the permit for the land.
No, it's that's the application we have submitted to the city, and as soon as it's they will approve it, so we will start the construction there. We start the booking at there too.
Okay. Yeah. So that's basically the city is saying to you, okay, we are looking at your proposed project, and these are some of the conditions that they may set. For example, for the green space for the schools, you have to give up some land for that too. Is that, am I right in saying that?
Yeah, so there are a number of things.
Yeah.
There are a number of things, but their more concentration is about GFA, I mean density. So how much the land you have, how much you are going to build there, what the zoning allow, what are the, from where the services will come. Let's say, I mean, from where the water will come, where the sewer will go, where the storm water will go, and from where the traffic will come.
Yeah.
So, and if it's a safe for the residential purpose. So these are the things usually they consider. Yeah, other things are also the part of the game.
So that takes a long time to get it ready. That's exciting project because 250 homes, it almost like creates a different microeconomic unit within that community, which you could say that adds value to the community, and there's going to be ripple effect from every home you build there. I mean, I want to congratulate you on that, because we at House Advisors, we are aware, we want to create the network, and we appreciate every time we see a small, medium business taking such an initiative in such an era. I mean, it's quite an era, to say the least, to take advantage and take initiative and show leadership and start building. I mean, we are very proud of you, and congratulations on that. Tell us more about this project. I mean, it's exciting. I'd like to know more.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful project. It has, we are also adding some more components there in that project, because when you build the home, the city first requirement is that what are the extra things you are going to do there. Let's say how much affordable house you will produce. So because it's their mandate, part of their, So we will add that component. We will, and they are looking for the dog walk, because we have a lot of land there. So we are additionally going to do the dog walk.
What is that?
It's mean that in that area we have a big golf course behind us. It's a condominium project, but the people, I think it's more than 600-700 homes, but they don't have any space for their pets.
Okay.
So so we are going to make a track there.
Okay.
So at least the people can go there and walk with their
Entertainment, enjoy,
yeah.
and luxury. Okay.
And so this is one thing. And then we are going to add a component of the green roof there. So over a high rise, not the high rise, I mean a medium rise, it has the green roof, and which is environmentally, I mean, it saves some of the energies of
Energy
the
saving,
city.
okay.
So that's we are going to. It's the landscaping is we making. I mean, a beautiful landscaping there.
Yeah.
So also, it's we are going to make. Because the project also has some commercial units. So with the commercial units, we have in the center of the project, we have some sitting spaces. Like,
Okay.
I mean, it's...
Green space like a park?
Not the park, it's a different concept. I mean, if you will go to the Lawrence and Don Mill,
Okay.
so you see that the southwest corner, we are replicating that same style.
So like, okay, so that's kind of like a shops and basically a place to hang out for the families.
Yeah.
And maybe some monuments and some waterfalls, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Attractions.
yeah,
Okay.
just like that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Because in Alliston, it's you can say that it looks like a retirement city. The people want to live there because after their retirement, when they're downsizing, or you can say, and also the Honda assembly plant is there. So the worker also live there.
Okay.
So these are the two different communities more concentrated.
So a mixed demographic and also mixed
Yeah.
economy.
So that will perfectly, because I mean the mayor and the city also ask us to produce such like a project, so it's more attractive for you and even for the city.
It's inclusive and everybody's involved.
Exactly.
And this location is very strategic because it's not too far from Toronto. And do they have like a transit service there now, I think?
Yeah, the city, actually, the Ontario, they are, the GO train, not the GO train, the GO bus is going there in the next 2 years. And we have the railway track there. It goes up to the Honda assembly plant. And then we have the highway there.
Okay.
So Highway 89. So it's very convenient for the clients. And the good thing about it also has a history. The town also has a history, because you know that the insulin is a Canadian product.
Insulin, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean
That's the town where they discovered it?
It was. The scientist was belonged to that city,
Okay,
Alliston.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing.
So that's the good thing about to know, I mean, for the people about the Alliston.
Wow.
Yeah.
It seems like a great project. It seems like a very modern project. And can you talk to us about some of the new green technologies that are being used in terms of homes, energy savings? And I heard that there are some initiatives or some incentives that the builders and homeowners can tap into when they're retrofitting their homes or when they're getting a green built home, like the one you were mentioning. Am I right in saying that in that assessment? Please educate us, because I'm a little misinformed about that.
Yeah, we here in Ontario, we have the government has also the mandate. I mean, not the Ontario, the government of Canada. So it's called the Net Zero Energy Program.
Okay.
So what the Net Zero Energy Program is that in 2030, the government wants that every house will produce its own energy.
Okay.
So for that, they are working, and even they have the pilot projects. So this is the part of actually you can say the environmentally safe houses. So we are also working on that one. And the main things involved in you can say the environmentally friendly home is the solar energy and then to produce the solar energy by the house, and then the wind energy, and then use the gadgets and appliances which consume less energy.
Less energy, okay.
So this is the basic concept.
Okay.
So, but there are a lot of things. I mean, even the Tesla started some of the projects.
Okay.
So even a lot of different companies, I mean, they are working on this.
So a lot of innovation, a lot of modern tech that's coming into the home space, whereby you
Exactly.
can save energy, and also the concept of net zero,
Yeah.
and the solar panels will give you most of the energy. And in terms of cost, am I going to be saving costs on that, or as a
Yeah,
consumer?
eventually.
Yeah,
Eventually, I mean, it's
Because
you
the
have
front
to
load is
invest.
for-
Yeah, we are also working with the LG.
LG, okay.
So and but initially you are spending some extra money,
Okay.
but eventually you will save a lot of money.
So this energy saving technology is incorporated into your project that's upcoming in Alliston, or part of it?
Yeah, it will come, and I will give you one more. What their statement is the government of Canada about the net zero energy, that after 2030, it's a mandatory that all the houses has to
Retrofit?
produce their own energy.
Okay.
And in 2050, they will also convert all the existing houses into the zero net energy
Zero net.
houses.
Okay.
So that's very important thing. I mean, in the future, that all the houses and the insulation. I mean, it's right now we have the program. It's called the R2000 program.
Okay.
So R2000 program, it's about the energy saving and how the insulation will go and how you will protect your house from. It's
Energy
all about
loss?
yeah. It's
Energy.
called the building envelope.
Okay.
So how you will develop the building envelope. So.
So in long run, as a homeowner, as a person who's looking after home finances, for example, will my energy bill go higher or lower overall?
For sure, it's
Lower.
low.
Lower.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing. It's
Yeah,
a
very good thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, about the Allison project, in your estimation, when will it be ready for people to view, or can they actually view something online right now, in terms of rendering, in terms of any?
We are expecting
artwork?
from the 9 months to 1 year.
9 months, 1 year.
Yeah.
So, Zafar, I really appreciate you coming over. I think you gave us a wealth of information about home buildership and different stages of it, and all the bureaucratic hurdles, and all the design, and all the technical aspect, and everything else in between legality of it and financing. I think is a wealth of information. We like to have you on House Advisors, and we'd like to have you again here. I think our viewers will enjoy this informative sessions, because I didn't know about most of the stuff about the energy savings and how it's going to impact and when it's going to be rolled out. I mean, this is House Advisors, guys. We bring you the experts, and they shared with you their expertise, their contextual experience, that I think it's invaluable, and you cannot find it anywhere else. So again, we'd like to thank you for coming, and we'd like to invite you over again to partake in these interviews, so that folks at home can get the expert information from the expert. And if I just want to wrap up before we wrap up, if they want to reach out to you, or to your company, how can they do that? And how can they get connected? Are you on Facebook, YouTube?
Yeah, we have the website, Mayfair
Website?
Homes. So Mayfair Home, they can go and they can send us the email.
Okay.
Even, I mean, they can contact on the phone.
Okay,
So
so this is the good thing about, because when you work with most companies nowadays, you can't get this personal relationship. I think it's very important when you're dealing with a project of that caliber, to have a person that is actually spending the time with you and taking your questions and answering to you directly. I mean, this is part of what you mentioned in the beginning, that you take customer one at a time, and you look after them really, really well, and on a personal level. Appreciate that, and thank you so much for coming on. And we'd like to invite you over again, and anytime reach out to us, and join the House Advisors and see what we can do, because your network is actually is important, because that's what we do. We create a network, and as a builder developer, you also have a network of
yeah, all the trades.
all the trades that are reliable And that's what we do at House Advisors. We basically bring in people of quality caliber such as yourself so that the public can get the information, save time, save money, and save energy. Thank you so much, Zafar. Appreciate that. Looking forward more to your project. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
very much.
Thank you very much.
see
And
you.
this was the show for today, guys. Thank you. And we will be visiting you next week, same time, same place. And we will have for you another expert. And thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you.
Thank you very much.